everyone. This is Azlin Bloor from Foodies Plus. Welcome to Foodies Plus Live and Cooking. John Nelson, let's try that again. Welcome to Foodies Plus.
I'm looking for my sound again. Oh no, I can't find it.
Slow, but we got there at the end. Alrighty, folks. We're going to be doing chili butter scallops today in the grill and on the stove. I'm going to show you two ways to do it. But before we get into the recipe itself, let's get to know the panel members, shall we? I'm going to start with who's on my left. Christine, unmute yourself and introduce yourself to us, please. Christin Richter. Guten Abend. Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
Guten Abend.
It sounds like the Eurovision Song Contest. I'm hoping this is going to be a great dish.
Christine is known as Madame Curlers or Frau Curlers on Foodies Plus because she's never without them. Next to Christine on my screen is John Nelson. John?
I'm over here.
Let's tell us a little about yourself.
Sure, I'm John Nelson, originally born in Chicago, living in Madrid, Spain. I cook a bit and I eat too much.
Don't we all? Don't we all? Next to John is Joy Stewart in Silicon Valley, right, Joy?
That's right, yes, Northern California. I worked in catering for many years. Now I have a blog, a cooking blog, and I'm very happy to be here.
And next to Joy is Michel, who's had, by all accounts in the green room, a little too much to drink. Michel?
Oh, I think I'm in competition with Nick. So, nice to meet you all. My name is Michel. I have also a blog. I do a lot of things, but I have a food blog very known in Europe called Cuisine et Cigares. So we talk about kitchen and cigars, okay? So cigars are like wine or chocolate, and I'm very, very happy to be with you tonight, this evening, because I know that Lynn is going to deliver us a great moment with her recipe.
With my turkey? He gets calls anyway. And next, the very suave-looking Nick Stokes.
The wine expert.
Hi.
Yes, Nick Stokes, the wine expert. Very nice hat there, Nick.
Hi, thank you. Yeah, I'm Nick Stokes, and I've got a couple of wines here. I think will go perfectly with this this dish tonight. And what I like doing is finding out new wines, and I'm currently looking at the East Med wines to go with my wife Nadia Stokes' fantastic East Med food. And
your blog, your wife and you have a blog called?
eastmedfood.com.
Cool. And next to Nick, Nick's in London, by the way. Next to Nick, the two Bojuglu brothers from Greece.
Yes, yes. Yes, and actually me and Odysseus and a couple of more people, we are about to kickstart an e-magazine in the Balkans, which will involve a lot of foods. And Odysseus right here will be the one who will grab the food category. So yeah, we
look forward to it. You guys will tell us all about it, won't you?
And it's a pleasure to be here.
Yes, very good.
Although Odysseus doesn't say much. He's the silent but deadly.
Silent but deadly back there.
Next to the boys is Paul Gossage, who is just a stone's throw away from me. Paul, take it away.
Yeah, I live in Bournemouth, just down the road from Lynn, so it's quite exciting to be here, but could be closer. I produce corporate videos for companies, and excited. Yeah, it should be fun, this.
Yes.
Cool. Do we get an applause? Yeah.
We do.
Righty ho, before. Now to the serious and delicious bit. So I have to look at that camera, but you guys are here. So if I'm not looking at the camera, just shout and tell me. And Michelle is going to concentrate on the comments today and let me know if any of you guys have got questions. So to those of you who are watching, hi everybody. Hi Brittany. Hi Carmen, although you're coming in late, I understand. And anybody else who's watching, I'll speak to you guys later. Right, so we're going to...
Come on, class.
Let's get cooking. So we're going to do scallops, chili butter scallops, simple, very easy. If I've got time, I will show you an alternative to grilling them in their shells, because not all of us have easy access to shells. So first of all, we're going to need scallops. King scallops because they are bigger. Now, if you want to leave the roe, if you prefer to leave the roe, do so, okay? But we don't eat the roe here. Well, actually, I do, but my husband and this is how you take it off. You just pull it off. Now, as you pull the roe off, the roe is actually attached to a little bit of muscle. Some of us leave that, some of us take it off, because this little bit of muscle is actually quite chewy, even if you cook the scallop to perfection, okay? So we're just going to take that roe off, and we're going to put these scallops aside, and we're going to get straight away to the butter itself. The butter is what defines this dish, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the roe you take off, see, that's the first time I've seen anybody take the roe off.
Really? Because my husband and my kids see, I know the camera's there. My husband and my kids don't eat the roe, so we take that off. Now, where is my butter? Here's my butter, okay? And chili butter scallops. So we've got the butter. I'll find the chili somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. Now, whether you want fresh chili or a chili paste that you like, loads, that's completely up to you. This is actually something I made up myself. It's from last summer's, they've been in the freezer, from last summer's chili harvest. We've got some habanero in there, some Satan's Kiss. Satan's Kiss is is an Italian chili. Anybody heard of Satan's Kiss? Anyone? No, they're round, really just sort of circular, round blobs. But they're really lovely, they're fruity, they're tangy, and I've made that up with some vinegar and a little bit of oil, and it's been in my fridge for a couple of months. Smells heavenly.
Diced up very fine, or what did you do to make that chili?
Basically chopped it, chopped it. It's basically like pickled chili, but I chopped them up first. And then added, put it in just plain vinegar, just plain white vinegar with a little bit of olive oil. There, and that's it, really. And because it's mature, the flavor's matured, it's really nice.
Could we use Tabasco instead?
Yeah, you can, because Tabasco has got a nice, lovely vinegary tang, hasn't it? And to me, that adds to the dish itself. But if you prefer fresh chilies, by all means. So this is really spicy, so I'm not going to put too much in, because my kids are going to be eating that. A generous pinch of salt in there, and
the butter's just room temperature softened, right?
Butter is room temperature, that's right.
Okay.
But full recipes on linsfood.com, also on the event page. The link is on the event page. Chili, garlic and ginger, a little bit of garlic and ginger, not too much, because you don't want the garlic to overpower the rest of the flavoring.
Freshly grated ginger? Is it freshly grated ginger?
Freshly grated ginger. In that case, pounded, yeah. Freshly pounded ginger. Some lime zest.
Okay.
Very nice lime.
Definitely some lime zest, because that just takes the dish to another.
Oh dear, I must have I missed that on your recipe. I didn't put the zest in for some reason. When I made it on Friday and I forgot.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
How did it turn out?
It's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounded like one of Christine's sentences. Yeah. Lime juice.
Lime juice.
Away from my Mac. There we go. Completely up to you how much lime you want.
Much lime. Much lime. Much lime.
Much lime. Okay. Right. So now we're going to work this in. The lime juice is going to be resistant to the butter, so we've got to really work this in. Michelle, any comments come in?
No, not for the moment. Okay, keep going straight ahead. It's fine.
Turn the grill.
It's fine.
Full blast ahead.
Grill sort of medium high, so 3/4 of the way. So we're going to work this in.
Okay, the grill is the top part of the oven, right? It's the top element.
What you Americans call broiler, I believe. Yeah? Correct me on this one. Is that's called a broiler? Anybody knows? Hello?
Yes, I think that's true, no?
Yeah.
Broiler.
Broiler is a grill, really.
Yeah.
Thank you, Christine.
In German, a broiler can also mean a grilled chicken.
No, really?
That's a very old German way of saying it.
Yeah?
A grilled chicken is a broiler.
Yeah. When I was a kid, my mom used to say, "Shall we buy a broiler?" Which meant that she bought me a grilled chicken.
Oh, that's
Yeah, my mom used to say things like that as well. There was a fryer and a broiler. You're right.
Maybe we're related. You never know.
I think your mom and my mom went to school together.
Oh, dodgy business.
Okay. And the last ingredient is basically some finely chopped coriander.
Oh, lovely. Also known as cilantro.
Also known as cilantro. Thank you. I sure need a translator.
That's me. That's lovely. Did you grow that yourself, Azlin?
Yes.
Very good.
And we're going to leave some.
One question, Lynn. Where did you learn this recipe?
This recipe is from my head. From my head.
From your head?
This question is mine. Okay, so I must be fair. Where do you get your creativity?
When I'm going to bed at night, ideas pop in. You know, sometimes which is why I suffer from insomnia, honestly. Sometimes you get ideas, you get inspiration from other people's recipes, and sometimes the recipes just come in your head. You know, like one of my favorite recipes is pesto panna cotta. Again, we had lots of pesto lying about after a party one day, lots of cream one day, and I thought, what can we do with this? And I ended up making pesto panna cotta, and it's really, really wonderful because it's a savory panna cotta, which makes a nice change. Now, what we're going to do is we've got, got to get my tray out. Right.
Now, Lynn doesn't go to bed because she's always on Google Plus when I go to bed, and she's always there when I wake up. So I suspect that she doesn't actually sleep.
Are you talking about me?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
This is how it all comes out.
That's a beautiful way to serve them, Lynn.
Pardon?
Shell. That's beautiful on the shell. Great way to serve them.
Absolutely. So we're gonna put. That's just simple. We're just gonna put a scallop in each shell. If you can get hold of shells. If you can't, hang on a minute. We'll get there. And what we're gonna do next is just dump a teensy-weensy bit. Now this butter is going to melt as it cooks. So the more butter you put, the more liquidy it's going to be after it's cooked.
That's what you can use bread to soak in.
Absolutely. Makes a fabulous stuffer.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Javi's going to love this recipe.
So, that's it.
John, please stay with us. John, please stay with us.
I'm going. Ah.
So, just going there for about 6 to 8 minutes, depending on your the size of your scallops, the thickness of your scallops. Now, if your shells are wobbling, on my blog I've written it down. If your shells are wobbling,
I beg your pardon.
something I should know. If your shells are wobbling, scatter quiet please. Right on the set, I'm talking. Scatter some salt on your tray, okay, and then just stabilize your shells onto that tray. That way they're not going to wobble. This is especially so with clam shells because they're a little bit more rounded than your scallop shells. So we're going to leave that there for about 6 to 8 minutes. The
oven door open.
Grill, because it's a grill. Yeah, so I'm leaving it open. One word of advice: that butter's going to.
It's gonna spatter.
Well, what's that? What's that word? That butter's gonna.
Splatter.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
It's smoke. It's gonna smoke. So open your windows, close your kitchen door if you have a sensitive smoke alarm. Right, now we are going to get to what to do if you do not have scallop shells handy. Okay, so we're gonna heat a frying pan or a skillet, as you call it. And using that same butter, which is gonna splatter a little bit because it's got lime juice, so be careful. And we are just going to fry, really I should wait for that to be hot. We're going to dump the scallops in there as soon as the butter melts. So while we're waiting for that, we're just going to do this. Any questions?
Yes. You said it's about 6 minutes in the oven?
About 6 to 8 minutes, depending on the size of the scallops, the thickness of the scallops.
Okay. And how many scallops did you put in
plain butter?
Sorry,
Oh, the butter in the pan, is that plain butter? It's not your mixture from the...
That's the herb, the spiced up butter.
Okay.
Definitely the same butter, because we don't have the luxury of having the flavored butter on the scallop, so we're actually going to cook in it. Pesto panna cotta, Brittany says, what a great idea. Anna Jane, AJ, we've got a comment from Anna Jane. She says, I missed what wines Nick recommended. Nick actually hasn't had a chance. I've been talking too much. Nick, while we're waiting, why don't you tell us what wine goes with this?
Excellent.
Okay, yeah. So the classic pairing with scallops is the Chardonnay. You got some chili in there. You got butter in there. So I've gone for a Chablis, a young Chablis. So the high acidity in the wine will cut through the butter nicely. It's also got a nice hint of lime in it as well, so that'll complement the lime in the dish. And then the minerality from the Chardonnay will really go with the scallops. So that's my first wine. It's a Waitrose Chablis, 1149.
In the UK, those of us in the UK, it's from Waitrose.
It is.
Okay.
Great choice. One question. Yeah, Nick, good choice for a Chablis. I agree. Really. This is a very, very good wine. Lynn, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Don't you smash the scallops to be more tender before? Don't you ever smash them?
Mash them?
Mash them?
Yeah. Don't you ever smash them?
No, because I don't like the texture of the scallops like that. My grill is too high, so I'm just going to lower it down somewhat. Okay.
That's something I've never heard. Why would you smash a scallop?
You flatten it a little bit.
Yeah. For Christin, if you smash them, they will be very more tender.
Really?
Oh yes,
oh,
believe me.
I should try that. I'm going to smash everything in future.
Honestly, my personal preference is not to do that. But then, to reach his own, my personal preference, when you do that, you break down the fibers in the scallops, and I don't like that, because then you are basically just, like you said, more tender, but then you're biting into nothing. But that's opinion.
Makes sense.
On Foodies Plus, we are not afraid to have differences of opinions, are we, Michel?
There's no violence in the kitchen.
I actually have a question, Azlin, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
What was the reason that you had to find the scallops separately from their cells? Is there any law, any regulation?
Good question.
What was the question? It's a bit noisy here. Can you guys?
You found the scallops separately and the cells separately as well.
Yes. So I searched high and low for scallop shells for quite a while, actually, and then recently I came across a fishmonger who actually sold us shells separately, and I thought, what a clever woman. So, but since then, my local supermarket actually stocks half shell scallops now. Maybe it's the season, I don't know. But yes, in my case, I did buy them separately.
Yeah, they I don't know where you are, Nicholas and Odysseus, and they're in Greece. Here in Spain, in some regions, we can get the full scallops and some of the little baby scallops, small ones as well, completely fresh. but they're hard to find, and when they're out of season, I can't get them.
Same here, but it is kind of illegal. I don't know why. To be honest.
Really?
Oh, interesting.
You need to find scallops, without their shells.
Uh-huh.
And if you come across shells with scallops within, like I don't know, there is some law behind this.
Oh, interesting. Is
it a contaminant, maybe? Some kind of contaminant in the water that only affects the shells, maybe?
Yes.
Could be.
Interesting.
I'm blaming Strasbourg. Sorry, Michelle.
Question on the Azlin.
All your fault, Michelle.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Oh.
Somebody asked what temperature you put the scallops in the oven for.
It's a grill, so it's sort of 3/4 of the way. So I would call that medium high.
Okay.
If that makes sense, because it's not actually going in the oven itself. It's under the grill.
The broiler, right?
And how close to the grill? How big of a distance do you leave between the grill element and the?
10 centimeters.
Okay.
It's on the top shelf.
Okay. Very good. That was very good. I liked that. Exactly.
Yeah, 10 centimeters.
So the shell.
I have a German oven. It has 5 different places to put my shelves, and I find it's very scientific now.
Right. Okay, that's hot. So we're just gonna. So the shells are done.
Mm.
Can you see that?
Yeah, we see them, Lynn. Yeah, that's great. Great job. Your presentation is pretty perfect. We see better. Yeah. Where are you?
Now she's
in the oven. Can you please get out of the oven, Lynn? Please.
Michelle, been too much.
Stop hiding in the oven, please.
Okay, what happened to the ones in the frying pan?
I mentioned earlier. Oh, you know what? I just realized something. I've got my Yeti here, but I don't remember turning it on. Oh, well, never mind. I mentioned earlier, for those of you guys who can't get scallop shells, this is what we're going to do. So we cooked them on the stove top just now. There are different ways of doing this. Amuse-bouche, can't get scallop shells. What we're going to do is get any small receptacle you can get your hands on. Okay?
That looks professional.
Yeah, it looks good.
But she is. I have one question for all of you. Does somebody know how to call this in French? The scallops.
Scallops.
Yeah, of course.
How to call this in French?
Those are coq Saint-Jacques. What's it called?
Yes, John. Oh, congrats. You are right.
Hey.
You call this cookie.
All right. The other alternative is okay. So now we've got
cookie Saint-Jacques.
Mm-hmm. It's the symbol of Santiago.
Merci, Monsieur. Okay, the other alternative is you guys don't want to serve it as an amuse-bouche, serve it as a starter.
Oh, that's lovely too.
Okay, on a bed of salad, and now you have this is as it is, and then what we're going to do is remember I said leave some coriander, cilantro, chopped cilantro. This is to go on the top there.
Okay. Oh yeah, great.
Can you hold one up closer to the camera so we can see?
Yeah, we'll do in a bit. So what we're going to do now is I've got some grilled peppers here. Roasted peppers, grilled peppers. So you want to make it, give it a bit of variety.
Oh,
yeah. The peppers over, a couple there. Okay. Same goes here on the scallops or around the scallops completely.
Is there any sort of dressing on the leaves, or is it just the plain leaves?
No,
and the water is enough.
The leaves are plain because what we're then going to do is we are going to just use it.
Drizzle the butter, very nice.
Oh yes.
Over. Okay, and so here we go. This is in the scallop shells itself.
Ah yeah, in the scallop shell. Cookie Saint-Jacques. Great, yeah. John, please put your scallop in your mouth again. Thank you.
That's it. We're done.
Red-handed.
Those are so impressive, Azlin.
Thank you.
Yeah. Congrats.
Thank you. Nick, did you do both wines, Nick, or did you just do one? Oh, you said Chardonnay and Chablis, didn't you?
No, I've got another one.
Cool. Let's do the next one.
So this is it's called Barkan Fusion. It's from Israel. So it's a wine at Marks and Spencer's. It's a blend. It's Chardonnay, Colombard, and Sauvignon Blanc. And it absolutely went perfectly with this dish. Again, the lime, the high acidity. But what it did have was a bit of sort of bit of melon, and it's quite rich on the finish. So the chili went really well. So lovely wine from Israel. And I hope you can get this in America too, because Barkan is the second largest winery in Israel. So I think you should be able to get some of their wines, but it's fantastic.
Okay, cool. We'll add those wine details. Actually, Nick, why don't you type it in the comment stream if you like, now or later or after the show. We'll add the details there and the link to Nick and his wife's blog.
Thank you.
Lynn, we've had some questions asking you to hold it next to the camera so people can see a bit closer.
Okay, will do.
So.
Here we go.
Okay.
Right, I can't see myself now, so
yeah, great. Congrats.
Is that good?
Gorgeous.
See? Yeah.
And back.
Yeah.
And you know what? It is a fun hangout, and we see Azlin cooking. But I was having a conversation with Odysseus here, and he told me that amuse-bouche is a great way for a chef to express his ideas in small bites. And
amuse-bouche.
That's amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche.
You have on the menu tab an actual page called amuse-bouche, where I explain what amuse-bouche is, what differentiates amuse-bouche from a canapé. As Odysseus says, amuse-bouche is basically for a chef to show his creativity. And normally it comes in restaurants. It comes between courses, unasked. The chef will actually let you have it free, with not on the bill, for you to sample his new delights.
Yes, very good.
It's also called amuse-bouche.
I take it as a science, as a food science of its own self. Amuse-bouche.
Yes.
Yeah. This is very much. Hold on. This is very much what I was talking about in the post I did this morning of the Largo y Estrecho. Is a series of 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9 of these dishes, very much like this. This would be a perfect course for the Largo y Estrecho long menu, long and thin. It's called. It's long and thin. Just little dishes.
John did a post. Was it this morning, John?
I think so.
Yeah, John did a post this morning on Foodies Class. It's right at the top. If you guys are interested, go to our community and read up on it. He talks about the food culture in Spain, which is where John lives, and he talks about these little plates of delights, one course after another, mini courses. They're not full courses.
Right.
Any? Do we have any other questions, comments?
Yes.
Yes, wonderful cooking, Lynn, and love the wine pairings. Yeah, lots of great comments.
Who's that from?
I love the wine pairings from Cheryl, and wonderful cooking from Ellen.
Oh, very good.
Thank you, folks. Thank you, and Paul, thanks for reading the comments too. Well, that's it. I hope you enjoyed that. And if you guys watch the trailer, you know I've stepped in for somebody. Usually I'm just supposed to sit in my chair, look cool, calm, and collected, not running all over the place. For this. Right, everybody, shall we say bye? Christin Richter.
It's like the earthquake, Gail.
Yes. So, Lynn, we have one question.
Yes.
Very important.
Oui.
When will you make your next hangout?
Our next hangout. I'm going to forget. This is like me telling Larry Fanilia, don't forget something when he hasn't actually forgotten it, right, Larry? So our next hangout is on the 18th of May, and we will be featuring Michel of Cuisine.
Allah!
Oh my God! Are you sure?
Oh.
What are you going to cook, Michel?
And he'll be cooking white asparagus, but also
no asparagus.
But your friend also.
I beg your pardon.
Watching us now.
I beg your pardon, my ladies, but I must tell you that this is a recipe from my imagination, okay? But I have been very inspired by Azlin.
Okay, Michel, you don't give the secret away. You can tell us all about it next time. Those of y'all who are still with us, go get a drink, go to the loo, go do whatever it is that you do. 9 o'clock, come back, 9 o'clock GMT. I don't know what it is in the US, -5 already. Maggie Unzueta is going to be doing her shrimp cocktail, Mexican shrimp cocktail, okay? 18th of May, we'll be back live, Foodies Plus Live and cooking, and the World Cup is around the corner, and we'll be doing World Cup stuff, so you don't want to miss it. Say bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.